I get so many questions on where I got Mabel's dig box. Well, I actually made it, and in today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you how to do. This one is for Dipper, and instead of an L shape, it's a straight line to fit his cage. You can of course customize yours to whatever shape you want it to be. The wood I'm using is the Pure Bond Aspen plywood from Home Depot. This plywood is made with a soy-based adhesive that doesn't contain any formaldehyde. The first step is measuring out the space you have for the dig box. The spot I'm placing mine has room to be 6 inches wide by 18 inches long. Depending on your space and the size of your hamster, you may have to make it smaller or bigger. I've also decided that I want it to be 5 inches deep in order to fit a decent amount of substrate. So I start measuring out all of my pieces. In total, I'm going to end up with 7. 1 bottom piece, 4 sides, and 2 middle inserts. Now I'm sure there are plenty of better, more professional ways to build a dig box, but I don't tend to do things like that. So is my box going to be 100% square? Probably not. But does that matter to the hamster? No. Once I'm done with measuring, I'm using my Ryobi 9-inch bandsaw to cut out all of the pieces. I try my best to stay pretty steady to keep all of the pieces straight, but that can be a little hard sometimes. After I cut the pieces, I went ahead and taped them all together, and then I traced out the bottom. That way I don't have to measure it out and accidentally get something wrong. I also measured out the inserts, which were 6 inches wide and 5 inches tall. Then I go ahead and cut those out. And then I move on to cutting out 4 dowels to the same height. After everything is cut out, I'm lightly sanding it because the sides can get a little sharp and messy and you don't want your hamster to get a sliver. And then of course, I vacuum that up. Next, I lay my pieces out. The glue I'm using is Lepage, which is a non-toxic white glue. I think it's only available in Canada, but you can also use literally any other non-toxic wood glue or school glue. You could use Elmer's white school glue, that'll work just as well. I'm also using my handy green tape to hold the box together while I attach all of the pieces. I also measure out approximately 6 inches to evenly space out each dig box because in total, there's going to be 3 spots for different substrates. Then I grab my 2 clamps so that it's nice and tight, and once the glue is dry, the wood is going to be extremely hard to break apart. After a day of drying, I then glue on the base. To make sure it glues good, I grab 2 5-pound weights and I place those on top. Now it's time to glue on the dowels. These are needed so the hamster doesn't get hurt if they decide to burrow underneath the dig box. Mine are quite thick, so when I glue them on, they still stay up without any help. After an hour of that drying, I come back and flip the box over so it can have some pressure and continue to dry. Then it's time to add the box to the enclosure and add the substrates. First, I've put in the Terra Desert Reptile Sand without added dyes or calcium. Then I'm using the Night Angel Small Cork Granules. And lastly, the Night Angel Apple and Beach Chips. And as you can see, Dipper loves his dig box. So hopefully this video was able to help you guys, and hopefully you can make your hamster a dig box. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!